Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Casey Shamashko, Dermot Mulroney, Lou Diamond Phillips, Charlie Sheen, Young Guns.
Hey everybody, so I just got done watching 1988's Young Guns, starring Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez, Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips, Casey Shameshko, Dermot Mulroney, etc. Terence Stamp, Jack Palance, yada yada yada. Anyway, it is 3:30, 4:45 in the morning, so if I don't, I'm quite more vague than normal and saying, well, I've already said about 1,000 times already in the space of 10 seconds, but if I make some mistakes, etc., please forgive me. This is the start of this series, so I'm hoping that I'll work the kinks out regarding staying up ridiculously late within time. But anyway, back to the film. I've only ever seen this once before this viewing, so I was a bit, and it was a while ago, so I was a bit hazy. I enjoy this film. This is a classic film. I'm a big sucker for westerns anyway, and I find it ironic that John Wayne's son plays Pat Garrett in this. But I like it, but there are a few problems with it. Basically, if you don't know the story, it's a group of young guys that their benefactor is killed and they're deputised, but Billy the Kid, who's part of the group, played by Emilio Estevez, he kind of takes his own little kind of masochistic psychopathic stance on stuff and takes things to the next level, and the rest of the group end up just following him, and it's really weird because this is one of my problems, is that it's that kind of story where it's vengeance of Terence Stamp, who plays their benefactor. He's killed, and in a normal kind of story you think, oh, it's, you know, he looked out for them, you know, he taught them to read and write in a very difficult time when that wasn't a big thing, reading and writing. It's very difficult because obviously somebody like Billy the Kid is that kind of anti-hero kind of, but Jack Palance's Murphy is even more evil, so you're supposed to side with the group, but like I say, because of kind of the cockiness of Billy the Kid and stuff, it's very difficult to stand behind him, and unfortunately the characters of the others, like Charlie, who you start to feel more for near the end, but Charlie and Doc, who played by Kiefer Sutherland, who falls for this Chinese girl. I feel like strands are started but not properly filled out, and it's kind of frustrating because for the most part the film is quite well, the flow of it is quite well, except for the moment where they take a spirit, well, they basically trip out, and they're all like out of their minds, and I get what it's trying to do, but there's this one segment, and it goes on for about 5 minutes or so in this like an hour and 50-minute long movie, and it just seems to slow the whole pace right down, and I get what it's trying to do, I get what it's trying to tell, etc. but it just seems to really kind of halt everything. And I have no issue, I would like to point out, I have no issue whatsoever with movies that go slowly and build on story and character. But as I said, this film doesn't really build on character. Now, to be fair, I've not seen the sequel, so I don't know if there's more, kind of like Candyman. I don't know if it's that kind of thing where character is built a lot more in the sequel. But I just felt like some stuff was in there and it just didn't build all that much. The other thing I didn't like was the fact that it's a Western and there's some beautiful music spotted throughout the film. But there's this one segment in the middle where they're running away from this guy that's been hired to chase them down, and John Kenny, and all of a sudden this really the 80th synth pop tune strikes up while they're running away and riding away on their horses, and you're watching this film based in like the 1850s or something. Again, I know I'm probably wrong. I do not recall seeing a year kind of stamped on the subtitled on the film anywhere, so whenever it's supposed to be. Unfortunately my American history is not that great, so I should probably know the year that Billy the Kid was, William H. Bonney was around in that, but I don't. Anyway, 1850s America and that. You know, you got the desert, you got cowboys and that, and then you got horses riding along, and synth pop cracks. And I'm just like, wait, what? Oh, hang on, this is very different. Again, I'm not saying this ruins the film, because, you know, it does drive the film, and I don't have an issue with the music. But it just seems to kind of, it just takes you out of it a little bit. So, that was my only other real problem with it. Like I say though, I enjoy the film. I don't know if it's probably more a guy's film. It might just be that. I love the cast member. It's a great cast. And it's quite surprising when one of the characters dies off quite early. But I don't want to give away spoilers, but it's just, yeah, it feels, I mean, it's very open-ended in a way, but at the same time, it feels like they try to struggle to tie off ends. I have to love seeing Terry O'Quinn in it, because as somebody who's seen him in, who first knew him in The X-Files, and has seen him since in so much stuff like Millennium and Lost and God knows what else. He's in so much. It's so funny seeing him in this 80s film, and he's still bald, still toting the moustache. But yeah, no, I wish I didn't want this series of reviews to be as vague as I am, and I would like to blame the time in the morning, but I can't, because this film, I do enjoy it. It's not bad. It's not great. I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. Definitely check it out if you haven't checked it out already. It's well acted. I cannot fault any of the acting in it. But my only problem would be with some of the, like I say, the storytelling. It's not even the scripting, it's just the storytelling that I have the main issue with. But, like I say, check it out if you can. That's Young Guns. See you next time, everybody.